Hi, it's Catalina here. September 27th, I'm chiming in from an Airbnb as I escape Hurricane Ian. For those who are in the same position, I wish you all safety and that you've evacuated safely if you're in a directly impacted area. So, in this Airbnb, I'm reporting from the bedroom of this Airbnb today. I wanted to talk a little bit about the recent news. As well as make the case why it's vital to file for forgiveness, as well as PSLF waiver ASAP, and what the future of changes to the loan programs look like based on how politically how things are going. So that's what this video is going to be about. So first and foremost, Congress made some legislation changes that allow married borrowers to split. Before 2008, the Department of Ed allowed married borrowers to consolidate their loans together. And that has been an issue because when people divorce, they both still carry the loans. And so Congress has passed a law that allows married couples to split their loans and to make them direct loans, so thereby potentially qualifying for forgiveness as a result. So that's really good news. There is already the first lawsuit that has come about by a public service lawyer. It's interesting that a public service lawyer in Indiana would be suing, but he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, is claiming that President Biden's cancellation of debt would force him to pay state taxes on the forgiven amount, and he does not want to pay state taxes, which I think is a very interesting argument because the state taxes he would be required to pay is significantly less than the $10,000 of forgiveness he would receive. So I don't really understand that argument. It's pretty far stretched, but there's a lot of different Republican groups that are looking for ways to sue the administration and try to void the ability to cancel the 10 to 20 grand of debt. So basically, as I report to you today, as soon as the application comes out, I encourage you to apply because you never know if some think tank or some group or some advocacy group will, conservative of course, will be able to actually get their lawsuit through and thereby challenging the forgiveness program. I highly doubt it, but you never know. So, of course, that's the case to file as soon as possible for any form of forgiveness. Of course, for those public servants, again, I cannot reiterate enough, October 31st is the last date to qualify for the limited waiver public service loan forgiveness. That means they will recount a lot of different payments that didn't count in the past. They will recount it. So, for example, if you made a late payment didn't count, they'll count it. If you went into forbearance instead of enroll in IDR, income-driven repayment, they'll count it. So there's many things are going to count now. And there's some people that had something like 70 payments count. They filed through the PSLF waiver and had 120 payments count and got their loans fully forgiven, right? That's not uncommon. Over 80,000 people received forgiveness that hadn't prior. So it's really important October 31st to file and, of course, reiterate the importance now with these legal challenges. What these legal challenges bring about is that it's an indication that there's very low chances that any type of congressional bill will be able to pass to reform the public service loan forgiveness, income-driven repayment, or the tax implication of forgiveness in a big way. Like, how do we simplify and streamline these programs, right? How do we create transparency and make it easier for borrowers? None of this will be able to be passed unless Congress acts, and it looks like right now the only opportunity that advocates, borrowers will have is through the presidential order here, limited ability to provide forgiveness and to help borrowers is through these executive orders. So it's not looking like it's going to be through any type of congressional order that would allow us to reform these programs. So just wanted to put it out there as a result. take what we can get. So if you qualify for any of the special programs that Biden has funded, whether it's, you have a permanent disability and can qualify for disability discharge, whether you're a public servant, even if you have not served 120 payments or 10 years in public service, you should still file. If you have been defrauded by a for-profit college, and there's a whole list of colleges on the list, by the way. Like there's the ITT Technical Institute. There's various. I shouldn't on my videos here name a whole bunch of them, but you should definitely look up Corinthian College. There's a whole list of colleges. There are also laws that help borrowers who enrolled in school, withdrew from school, and still got the loans charged to them. There's all types of different special programs that will qualify you to discharge your student loans. And so if you have any questions, of course, you can come to myloansense.com, but I highly encourage you to look into these, especially if your situation aligns with these special programs, because we don't know when there's going to be next major reform for the student loan program, okay? This is, I'd say, literally and figuratively, once in a lifetime opportunity for forgiveness, but also for these special, for example, no federal taxation on forgiveness. That's also huge, right? So anyways, I cannot encourage you enough to apply to the PSLF waiver if you've done any time in public service, and to keep an eye out for the forgiveness application. But as soon as it comes out, enroll ASAP, because we do not know what legal challenges lie ahead. And we don't know when any major change to support future forgiveness or making a better student loan program and a better way to really finance our higher education until there's massive reforms. And that does not look like it's going to be happening anytime soon, especially from the political and legal action that now is potentially going to be taken against these loan forgiveness programs. So it's starting now, and it's especially starting after the Office of Congressional Budget came out and said that these forgiveness programs are going to cost over $400 million. So that's created a lot of political backlash. But, they bailed out Wall Street. They did many things that cost money that did not help average Americans. So now you know where I stand on that topic, But, yeah, so this is the start of the legal challenges, and we have our first one against the student loan forgiveness program. So watch out for more news. I hope this was helpful. Let us know any questions, comments. I still have cataloged a bunch of questions about the $10,000, like how is the payment going to be applied? How is the forgiveness going to be applied against loans with higher interest? We've received a lot of different questions. So we're documenting all those, and we'll make videos on that content as soon as we get more details on the release of the program and the application that will be coming. It should be coming out within a few weeks. So we will keep you updated. Stay safe for those in Florida like me. And yeah, if anything, myloansense.com. Here, stand by to be of assistance. Like, subscribe, ask your questions in the comments, and we try to answer them. Have a great rest of your day.